Hey everyone, this is Rabbitearsblog and welcome to another rant video series. So today's rant video I'm going to be talking about today is the state of Nickelodeon. This is me talking about my thoughts about what I think about Nickelodeon currently under practices, and I would like to talk about the ratings. I picked this article up from Forbes, I believe Forbes, yeah, and basically they said Viacom's Nickelodeon network continues to struggle with ratings, which were down 13% in 2014 and slipped more than 34% in Q1 2015. While most of the cable networks are seeing declines in ratings, the pace is higher for Nickelodeon. The decline can largely be attributed to the shift of audience to alternate platforms such as Netflix and Amazon Prime and mobile devices. Currently, Nielsen's ratings measurement does not include viewership on these platforms, but is expected to start by mid-2015. So that's pretty much part of the article, but I like to talk about why I think Nickelodeon is starting to go downhill and ratings rise. I think the reason why Nickelodeon is going downhill is because they're lacking variety in their programming. They seem to focus a lot on SpongeBob SquarePants, and for what I've heard from other YouTubers is that SpongeBob gets a lot of the programming blocks. I mean, Nickelodeon does show a lot of other Nicktoons besides SpongeBob, but SpongeBob is the one show that keeps getting a lot of advertising, and they a lot of people were complaining about how the other Nicktoons weren't getting that much advertising. And then there was that infamous incident where the Legend of Korra was taken off the network and had to continue their show through Nickelodeon Online. So that's one of the ways that Nickelodeon mistreated some of their shows. And then there was the issue with their live action shows, which is mostly teen sitcoms, for what I've heard from a lot of people. So there wasn't a lot of variety with the live action shows either. So this is what I think about this whole issue. I personally think, all Nickelodeon needs is to get more variety in their programming. It's instead of focusing so much on SpongeBob SquarePants all the time for the Nicktoons, why not start focusing on the other Nicktoons you have, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I can't believe Nickelodeon doesn't do more with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because that's a really popular property, and, Nickelodeon could be making a lot of money with Ninja Turtles if they promote the Ninja Turtles a little more. And also, Nickelodeon should start promoting their other Nicktoons, for what I've been hearing, shows like The Loud House has been getting a lot of good reviews. I really enjoy The Loud House, and I think Nickelodeon should give a lot of attention to The Loud House. Also, shows like Harvey Beaks is doing pretty well, so if Nickelodeon could just give more attention to the other Nicktoons, I think they'll be fine, because not everybody likes SpongeBob SquarePants. Not everybody likes SpongeBob SquarePants. So, Nickelodeon needs to provide, more than just one show to hold up the network. You're going to need, a dozen shows to, really hold up the network. And then for the live action shows, they can, try to spread out their genres a little more. It doesn't have to all be, teen sitcoms. It could also be, sci-fi shows, or, drama shows, or sketch comedy shows, anything that's different in genres that Nickelodeon could explore with. And this is one of the reasons why I think Nickelodeon was doing very well in the 90s, was because they had a lot of variety with their show. For the Nicktoons, even though Rugrats was the most popular Nicktoon of the 90s, Nickelodeon still had other Nicktoons to fall back on, like Ren and Stimpy and Doug and Hey Arnold. They were just as popular as Rugrats was, and Nickelodeon made sure they also get some kind of attention as they gave to the Rugrats. And then for live action shows, they had teen sitcoms like Kenan and Kel, but they also had sketch comedy shows like All That, and they also had sci-fi shows like The Secret World of Alex Mack and The Journey of Alan Strange. And then they also had the fantasy adventure series like The Adventures of Pete and Pete, and they also had a lot of shows that were based off of books like Animorphs. So I think Nickelodeon worked so well in the 90s because they had a lot more variety with the shows they were showing. And I think, if Nickelodeon wants to do a little better, it doesn't matter if it's dealing with the Nielsen ratings or whatever, because that's not really important to this video. But, it doesn't matter if the Nielsen ratings counted their Netflix programming or not. If Nickelodeon just provides more varieties for the network, I think they could do better in the future. So I'm hoping in the near future, Nickelodeon starts giving more attention to other shows besides SpongeBob SquarePants and besides the teen sitcoms they're showing. Like, give more attention to other Nicktoons like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or The Loud House or Harvey Beaks. And then for live action shows, they could just provide more variety in genres like sci-fi or fantasy adventure or sketch comedies. That would be something I think Nickelodeon really needs to explore with. So that's my thoughts about all this. What are your thoughts about all this? Do you think Nickelodeon is still suffering right now in the ratings, or do you think Nickelodeon is doing fine right now? And what are some changes would you like to see Nickelodeon do in the near future to become a better channel? Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and be sure to follow me on Twitter so I can keep you updated any new videos I post up. And also, like my Facebook page, Rabbitearsblog's Best Comments. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Rabbitearsblog, and I'll see you later.